talking about what you do want always feels better. It's just that most people aren't that clean about it. When you're in the throes of knowing what you don't want, usually there's so much resistance in there that even though you're trying to use the words about what you do want, you're really pushing against what you don't want. And so all of that falls into the step one category. It's the sifting through the contrast and identifying what I want, even though right now I'm not allowing myself to be in the vibrational range of what it is I do want. But the bottom line is, you can't get it wrong. In other words, we would not want our friend to get in that happy, meditative place and just stay there. We want him out in the world. We want him having exposure to life. We want life to sharpen his awareness of what he wants. And then we want him to find the emotion of it before the manifestation of it can reveal itself to him. It's such a simple process. It's so simple that it must make you crazy to hear us tell you how simple it is. But if you can hear this piece today, if you can really get it, that the manifestation that you're reaching for is the manifestation of resonance, it's the manifestation of alignment, then you get the fun of the manifestation of the fairies of the universe delivering this and this and this and this and this and this. In other words, manifestation is happening all around you. But when you are connected to this stream, when you are in full resonance with this, you are many, many, many times more influential and powerful than when you are not. So if you hear it, and we've explained it to you over time in so many different ways, to try to get you to first feel the reality of that part of you, and next develop a conscious eagerness to resonate with it. And we began today by saying, you're just not you unless you're vital and alive and frisky and feeling wonderful. That's how you want to feel. That's how you want to feel. You want to get together with a group of friends, and you want them to, each and every one of them, be so brilliant and have such good timing that everything that comes out of everyone's mouth makes everybody else want to applaud and listen more. In other words, you've been in those settings where the one-liners are just coming out and everybody's funny, and you just can't laugh hard enough, you can't have enough fun, and you just love every single one of them because of what they're adding to the mix, and you just know that there's a divine intervention that's taking place. It's like one masterful mind is all involved with you. When you say to us that you find us humorous and our timing good, of course it is. Of course it is, because we're in the vortex where all the good stuff is. It's our orientation. We never feel bad, you see. We're always in a good mood. The other day, Luke, he's 5, grandson, is eating a cupcake on the table. And he didn't get a plate before he ate it. And so the potential for a great mess was in the works. But he realized it, so he got a very small little Kleenex and laid it out and put his cupcake on it, which was treacherous because you can hardly contain the crumbs on a Kleenex. But he was managing. But the potential for a mess was really extreme. And his mother was watching him and feeling irritation that he had not taken the proper precautions and that there was probably going to be a mess. And so she said to him, Luke, how are you going to get that Kleenex to the trash can without making a big mess? And he said, with all of the alignment and fun and humor, the source was flowing through him in the moment, in his most carefully designed accent that his mother had never heard before. Very carefully. There was nothing that she could do that was going to take him out of alignment. The cupcake and he were one. And source was flowing with him. In other words, when you're tuned in, tapped in, turned on, it doesn't matter what you bump up against. It doesn't matter where anybody else is. When you're tuned in, tapped in, turned on, when you have source within you, then you have one mission and one mission only, to stay in the vortex and to help anyone who comes anywhere near you into. What do you think is the logical sequence of something moving into manifested form? In other words, before you rendezvous with your partner, what's missing? If you're looking for a relationship and your partner's out there, clearly your partner was out there, living not too far from where you are. So your partner's out there. After you met them, what was the missing factor before you met them? What was missing? The rendezvous. Just the rendezvous was all that was missing. Just the rendezvous. Just the allowing of the meeting. You see, if you will let the emotion be the manifestation that you're looking for rather than the meeting, if you'll let the emotion be what you're looking for and you find it, then the meeting is certain. The rendezvous with the money, the rendezvous with the idea, the rendezvous with the business, the rendezvous with the wellness, the rendezvous with everything. The rendezvous will come once the manifestation of the good feeling emotion has been allowed by you and practiced by you until it is all that is known by you. That's what a true feeling of worthiness is. Yes.